Welcome to the Digital Bloodline Story Series. Prepare yourself for 4 extraordinary narratives that will challenge your perceptions and provoke deep reflection. Each tale is meticulously crafted to draw you into a world where reality blurs with the extraordinary. Enjoy. Please help my channel, like and subscribe.
Did you know that 12 trained aviation professionals watched a UFO punch a hole through the clouds at one of America's busiest airports? November 7, 2006, Chicago O'Hare Airport, Gate C-17. Mechanics, pilots, and ground crew with decades of experience all saw the same thing, a metallic, saucer-shaped craft hovering silently above them. For several minutes, it just stayed there, motionless, defying everything they knew about aircraft. Then it shot straight up through the cloud cover at impossible speed. But here's the strangest part. It left a perfect circular hole in the clouds. When the FAA was contacted, they had a simple explanation. Weather phenomenon, no investigation, no radar data. Case closed. The incident was buried until a journalist filed a Freedom of Information Act request months later. Think about this for a moment. Hundreds of aviation experts work at O'Hare every day. The airspace is monitored constantly. Yet when something unexplainable happens in broad daylight, with multiple credible witnesses, it gets dismissed without investigation. What else are we not being told? Did you know that 9 experienced hikers once vanished in the Russian wilderness, leaving behind evidence so disturbing that the government sealed the files for decades? February 1st, 1959, the Ural Mountains. 9 Soviet hikers set up camp for what should have been a routine expedition. 3 weeks later, rescue teams made a discovery that defied all logic. The tent was sliced open from the inside. The hikers had fled barefoot into deadly sub-zero temperatures. But what they found next changed everything. Bodies scattered across the mountainside with impossible injuries. Broken ribs and fractured skulls with no external wounds. Missing eyes and tongues. Clothing contaminated with radiation. Some bodies showed signs of intense heat exposure despite freezing to death. The official cause of death? Quote, a compelling natural force. What force could terrify experienced hikers so much that they'd rather face certain death in the cold? Military testing? Supernatural phenomena? Something else entirely? The Dyatlov Pass incident remains unsolved after 65 years. Some mysteries refuse to stay buried, and some forces exist beyond our understanding. Did you know the greatest military victory in history might have been won by doing absolutely nothing? When Hannibal crossed the Alps with war elephants and crushed Roman armies, Rome was gripping with terror. The Senate made Quintus Fabius dictator. Everyone expected him to attack immediately. Instead, Fabius did something that seemed impossible to understand. He refused to fight. While Hannibal's undefeated army marched through Italy, Fabius just followed them, like a shadow. He cut their supply lines, attacked their food gatherers, and whenever Hannibal turned to fight, Fabius simply vanished. Romans called him a coward, the delayer. His own officers defied his orders, but Fabius saw what others couldn't. Hannibal was unbeatable in battle, but he had one weakness: time. Without supplies or reinforcements, even the greatest army slowly dies. Month after month, Hannibal's forces grew weaker, hungrier, more desperate. Years later, Romans called Fabius the Shield of Rome, the man who saved an empire not through courage, but through patience. Sometimes the most mysterious strategy is the one that looks like surrender, but isn't. Did you know that Odysseus may have encountered something we still can't explain today? After the Trojan War, he spent 10 years lost at sea. But what if he wasn't just lost? Ancient texts describe creatures that don't match any known animals. The Cyclops with one eye, sirens that could control minds with sound. Modern researchers wonder if these were encounters with something else entirely. The nymph Calypso offered Odysseus immortality on her hidden island. She promised eternal life if he stayed forever. He had everything: perfect beauty, endless pleasure. Yet he chose to leave. Every day he sat by the shore, weeping for home. The Greeks called this nostos, a deep longing to return to who you really are. When he finally sailed away, the sirens sang to him. Their voices promised all knowledge of the universe. He heard their secrets, but stayed his course. Here's what the ancients understood that we've forgotten. The destination isn't immortality or hidden knowledge. It's becoming who you're meant to be through the mysteries that shape you. Some truths can only be found in the unknown.